stuff.
Everything.
Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. This world is nuts. Let's just chill, hang out, talk about it, and go into the weekend feeling good. You've earned a good weekend, right?
I thought we were going into the existential crisis.
Well, we're trying to get out of that for a few minutes.
Okay. Thought so. Just wanted to be
Yeah,
sure.
the world is so weird. Well, look, everybody at home, we're gonna have fun. We're gonna talk about Star Trek. We're gonna talk about all kinds of fun things, and you're gonna love it. And then this weekend is gonna be freaking phenomenal. So let's talk about a few things today. One is, okay, Skydance has entered the chat now, right? Are
Apparently.
they Star
yeah.
Sky Trek? What is it? What are we doing? I don't understand, but we're gonna figure it out. Everybody, trust me, we got an ace in the hole. We will get answers to this question, this conundrum. What's going on with Skydance, Star Trek, Paramount? Trust me, hang in there. We also are one step closer to the future with holo technology. So that is very cool. Check that out. Some great news there, which is really interesting. Jonathan Frakes talks about some stuff that's always
I've listened to
newsworthy.
him read the dictionary. Like, that man can talk.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter what he's saying.
No, I'll just be
It's just
listening.
nice.
We also have a really cool article by CBR.com about Star Trek ships. So for all you ship nerds out there, this one's for you.
Oh,
people
not
who
relationships.
aren't, but are looking to know more.
True.
I got kind of excited there for like JC conversation, but
Yeah.
it's fine.
You know how Ryan feels about that.
I
Well,
didn't think
what
he'd willingly
come up?
walk into that.
I just got out of a meeting in which JC was discussed.
Oh,
I'm not
well,
gonna,
no
I cannot
deets?
disclose any more beyond that. But let's just say, no, can't say that either. Anyway,
Come on, man. You
but I
can't
thought
say
of,
that and then just cut us off.
but I
That's
thought of
not
you
fair.
guys when that conversation came up about CJ. I mean JC.
That's
J
probably a
comes
different
before
ship.
C for sure. Yeah.
Anyway, everybody, you are in luck today because Charlene Schmidt is here. Thank goodness.
I mean, I'm here. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but it's what you get.
I mean, 100% of the time so far, it's been good, right? I mean, we'll
Really?
let you know. Yeah.
Okay. I did not think the track record was that good.
All right. Dr. Anne Marie Siegel is here. Everybody calls her the walking exclamation point.
Hello.
Silence.
Meteorologist Katie Nicolau is here as well. Thank goodness for that.
Yes, I'm the happy new owner of something Trek, by the way. A lovely 1998 Star Trek collectible watch that my uncle apparently thrifted for me for $3. Gave it to me today. It's got a little Enterprise, and I just figured show and tell. I'd just pop that off the front because
You guys, I have that exact thing. I have
no
that.
way.
I recognize
Really?
the tin, and then when you open it, I'm like, yeah, I have. I think I might even just have it in my desk somewhere here. Yeah, I've had that for like forever, but I've never used it. I'm always afraid. I have so much Star Trek stuff that I never use because I'm always like, oh, this is great. I'm going to put it right here. And I never use it because I'm afraid to ruin it.
Oh, same. This is going on a shelf, never to be worn.
Amazing.
See, you get it. I even
That's
have
why I
some
get
spoons.
TLV.
By the way, everybody,
rock.
my name is Ryan T. Husk. I have Star Trek spoons even. They were really nice. I should find them.
Like those little ones people put on the wall?
I think they were like teaspoons, but not like teaspoons, like the little teaspoons, like the dainty. Yeah, like British teaspoons or something. Like you have to have your finger up to use it.
Oh.
By the way, everybody,
those aren't allowed in our house.
Katie Nicolau is wearing a Prune Juice and Chill shirt. You could get your very own Prune Juice and Chill shirt at the Star Trek and Chill online store in the description box below. Click on that link, get your very own. Oh, shoot. Shar, what are you drinking today?
Should I even say? Because last time I was here, that caused problems. Well, here goes. It is once again vodka and squirt.
Oh,
That's right.
Oh, beautiful.
I was like, what caused problem? But now you're right. I remember.
Now you remember.
Yeah. How's the
I love
squirt?
me some squirt. Yep. You're right in your face. I'm sorry. That was hilarious.
I just imagine people like Googling squirt videos and this comes up.
They are
We'll
not
need-
going to know
reach
what
a new
happened.
demographic.
It's not that kind of a site.
Yeah.
We'll edit this out. Nobody will see this. Dr. Anne-Marie Siegel, what are you drinking today? I gotta get out of here.
okay. I had orange juice, but it was so good. I by mistake just finished it.
Oh, no.
It's like freshly squeezed and amazing.
Mmm.
Yum.
Good
I
stuff.
love that. Meteorologist Katie Nicolau, do you love orange juice? What are you drinking?
I do not like orange juice. I've actually a whole week I've been on a yeah, I know it's weird. Citrus isn't
Even
my
freshly
thing.
squeezed.
Even freshly
There's a
squeezed.
Even
big
It
all
has to-
orange juice
Oh.
that's delicious?
The
Even
only
with
one I really
champagne?
like is lemon. No. Although
Oh.
champagne, no, but I have been looking for a special product all week just for this. That's non-alcoholic White Claw. Apparently they came out with
Oh.
it, and I was like, I can finally get on this train. No, I can't because they don't sell it in my area, so I have a Sprite.
Aw. E for effort.
Aw,
You
I'm
tried.
still searching for it. I'm gonna see if I can get it special.
that's hilarious.
I'm intrigued.
Mhm. I like it. Okay. Rico E. Anderson just sent me a message about never mind. So what I'm drinking, oh, you guys, I got a story for you, okay? Speaking of what I'm drinking. Yesterday, I went to drink a new protein shake. It's nice to, after you go to the gym, to drink a
Oh, yeah.
protein shake.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I almost, okay, look, it's just a jug. Okay,
my God.
protein shakes, this is what happens.
Oh,
But here's
it's the
here's
powder.
the problem. Here's the
It's like-
problem, okay?
Okay.
What the
Huge.
Okay, that
This
is a
is the
huge
scoop.
scoop.
do you remember like back in the day when you would be doing laundry? Like
Yeah.
it looks like the laundry
It's about
scoop.
that size. So you're saying that this
Or it's
beefcake
Okay. So you
or it
said
looks like it
protein shake.
belongs in a hospital or something. Dude, 2 of these.
Two?
2 of these plus water
Oh my
in
God.
a shaker. 2. It was like a
How much
cement
water?
mixer. It's like,
Like
a
that-
gigantic
Gosh.
cement. And so I drank
Like a
that
liter.
yesterday. I drank it yesterday at like 5 o'clock, and I was done for the day.
Okay,
I couldn't
think you were
even.
baking because you sent me a picture of it like half full of powder, and it looked like you had like it was a full cup of like flour.
It was
You were making-
empty.
Oh god.
How big is that
Just-
jar, Ryan? It looks huge.
I
It's like
don't-
beefcake jar.
It's like 7 servings, dude.
Like
This
my
is 7
God.
I
it
think
says
seriously-
serious mass. Yes.
I think it says 8 servings. This giant
Oh
beast.
my
Oh my
gosh.
God.
It's a keg.
It is.
Yes.
It says 8 servings on it. So I drank one
Oh.
yesterday, and I honestly, all I wanted to do was just roll on the floor and go to sleep. I just like it
Oh.
knocked me out, but I
Wow.
didn't. I powered through, and by about midnight, I felt normal. So anyway, I drank another one of those. So the point is, I got this beverage here to drink, but I don't think I'm gonna drink any because I had that protein shake like 2 hours ago. Anyway,
Oh,
So you're
gosh.
good till midnight again?
it's ruthless.
Man,
At
maybe
what
you ought
point
to
does it
have
switch from
that.
drinking to eating? Like, if it's thick enough and it's viscous, like
It is
comes more
It's
of a
like-
yogurt.
chalky. And I usually get chocolate, but
And
this
then
time I
you
decided to
spat
get
in
like
your wall.
vanilla. So it's like
Ew.
cement.
Ugh.
Oh,
Are you sure it's not Soylent?
Oh. So anyway, a week from now, that's all going to be inside of me, I guess.
He'll never
Oh,
leave
dear.
you.
Anyway, hello, Kathy D. Hello, Melissa, Galenda, Linda Anderegg. Today's gonna be so weird. Allison Leach Hyde, hello. KL Bliss, is that what that says? Chuck A and his plates are here. Rashid, what's up? Glenn Iverson. He's asking about grams of protein per serving. I don't know, but that was about a cup, right? At least a cup, like 12 ounces.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'd say
I'd
each
say
scoop,
easy.
like,
A cup
Yeah.
of that powder alone. Yeah.
whew.
So that's like 200 grams of protein or something crazy.
I think it only said 50. But
What
the
is only
calories
50?
but the calories was like 1,280.
Dude, that is beefcake.
Oh my god.
We need an ingredient list.
I
How
know.
big
I'm
do you
like
want to get, Ryan?
I'm like 1,200 calories, 50 grams of protein. What's the rest?
Like
For
ground
real.
chicken bones or something. I like
You probably
Well,
don't want to know.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Anyway,
ooh.
Gary.
so that
Oh.
felt like I'm not sure if I'm happy about that. Feels
Maybe 8
weird.
servings will be plenty enough.
Yeah.
That was because you could drink almost anything, but then once it's there, it's
Oh, and it'll
just
just sit.
oh man
Mm.
alive. Anyway,
Ugh.
so let's
If you
talk
pass
about
out halfway through this, you will understand.
oh, well, we'll talk about crackers a little later, everybody. That's also an important thing to enjoy. So let's talk about Star Trek, everybody. This is a cool thing. If you've been on twitter.com recently, although also, by the way, everybody, please give this video a like. Please subscribe to the channel. Give us a 5-star rating if you're listening in and a nice review. We'd really appreciate it. If you hate stupid protein shake talk, we'll never do it again. Just give us that like.
I don't know, man. That was a journey.
It was. It was so. Okay, so check this out from a website called twitter.com. Our good friend Aaron J. Waltke, that's Good Aaron, at Good Aaron on Twitter, says, now do y'all finally understand how holodecks work? So we click on this thing.
This is crazy.
Disney just announced holotile floor. Real-time AR VR walking is now possible. This is the future of AR VR in the multiverse.
I
So
watched this
So
video like
cool.
twice.
I tried to understand it.
Well, there's a
but I-
YouTube video. I know it's like hurting my brain to try and figure it out because the YouTube video, then they put 2 people on it and they're both walking in different directions, and I'm like, I don't know.
How?
Yeah,
Like, okay,
Oh.
there. It's so
That doesn't-
crazy.
does like every little piece move like a treadmill? I'm so confused.
It reminded me of the
Or-
virtual insanity video, like
Yes,
the music video
totally.
from Jamiroquai.
Yes,
Yeah.
I thought the same
Oh,
thing.
very good. Yes.
That
Good knowledge.
Only
I
that was
just
a bunch
don't
of
get it.
treadmills. Spoiler alert.
How is it moving? I just didn't get it.
that like are they rotating and they're like
Yeah, it like starts giving me motion sickness.
oh I would
Well,
be
I like
so
the
sick.
close-ups here. I'm trying to understand how this stuff like works because those things aren't moving.
Yeah.
So
Like,
what's going on?
well,
Huh.
it looks like it's keeping the person in the same place, so
Oh,
you're not
how is
Maybe
bumping
that
into
any disease?
people.
Maybe instead of Skydance, Disney should buy Star Trek so we could just have Holo Suites right now.
We'd at least get a Star Trek land at a theme park.
Yeah,
Like,
I want
finally.
Chief O'Brien to be a Disney princess. He'd be great.
That would be cool.
He'd sing songs.
But
But
is it really
then
cool?
I don't
'Cause, like,
know.
I heard about this from the Akudas who posted that like they and Rick Sternbach had come up with it like years before for TNG, and I was like, oh, this is even more fitting because Seventh Rule's reviewing TNG right now. So it's fascinating, but like, oh my god, it makes me kind of sick to stare at it.
Oh,
Yes.
gosh, yeah. Well, have any of you guys used the Oculus VR or like any VR headsets before?
Mm-mm.
Really? Okay, so it had made me the most sick I've ever been.
Exactly.
Like,
Like the thought of putting it
Oh,
on my eye.
Really?
I did do it
Yeah.
once. It was
It's
Isn't it
like
for,
like STLV ones?
it was at downtown Disney, outside of Disneyland. There was like a Star Wars thing, and myself and a couple friends of mine, Paul Hickman, producer Paul Hickman, director Russ Emanuel, the three of us did a film together called The Assassin's Apprentice 2, starring Gary Graham, the late great, rest in peace, friend.
R.I.P.
But the three of us, three very adult people, were like, whoa, a VR Star Wars thing. Let's do it. And we went in and they put those things on, and you're walking around and you're like stormtroopers, like shooting things and doing it. It was a lot of fun. Is
Ooh.
that what we're talking about? And we're running and you're feeling
Yeah.
heat.
very similar. Yeah, the ones that I have is like you can play Beat Saber, which is just lightsaber Guitar Hero, which is awesome. But there's one where you have to run around and it's like a playground, and I came this close to ruining our carpet. I was
Whoa.
gonna puke.
It sounds fun.
If you take some motion sickness pills, very fun. Beat Saber, though, I recommend. They have the Deep Space Nine theme. Someone made a Beat Saber map to it, and so you can just like whack away at these bricks to the theme. And they did the next
Wow.
gen, and it's very cool.
Okay, based on our reactions, I think we definitely got to have Anne Marie try these things. We'll put the
Oh.
VR. We'll put the VR goggles on her. We'll have her.
It's a good thing Melissa's not here
lightsabers.
today.
Ugh.
We're going to talk
can
about
read
throwing up,
STLV.
aren't we?
And then you turn around and like
Oh,
the
even
visual
seeing you
turns with.
spinning like this. The idea. Ugh.
Wow. That's
Now I'll bring
hardcore.
them to STLV. We'll do this poolside. It'll be great.
Oh, God. Someone's falling into a pool.
As long as we got some potted plants nearby, we'll be okay. We'll have everything covered, right, Anne Marie?
Yeah.
There's one game, not to keep the tangent going, but there's one game where you have to like go up in a skyscraper and you just walk off a plank. And it's like you separate the boys from the men on that one.
Wow.
It's convincing. Like they have birds
Wow.
that fly past your head. Like it's
Oh, God. That's
Sounds fun.
disorienting.
What thought to make that? Ugh.
yeah, it's weird.
It sounds
Nerds.
amazing on one level, and then on the other hand, like, holy crap.
Yeah.
And they made a Star Trek Bridge Crew game for VR. It's like 20
I
something
heard about
bucks.
that.
Right.
Yeah, you can like run, you can be Chekhov, you can be the captain, you can do whatever you want with it. It's expensive. I
20
haven't tried
only?
it, but
So can you run around? You go, I can do that. I can do that. I can do that.
I can do that.
That's what I would do if I were
That would
Chekhov.
be perfect. And then you accidentally run into your living room wall, and then it's all over.
How about this, you
And then
guys?
you're playing another game called Go to Hospital.
If you could
IRL.
play a game that says be a Star Trek character for 24 hours, any Star Trek character, who would you choose?
Ooh.
Boothby. I don't want to be like, because like we don't know what
Boothby.
those 24 hours are. I don't want to be like stuck on a ship like during Year of Hell or something.
Yeah. No, because then you
Right.
can orchestrate JC's ship. You can be like the mastermind behind them. Be like,
True.
I should go have
That
dinner
is
together.
true. I can get to them. Yeah.
What about Morn? Morn might be a chill one,
Their
right?
door's not
That'd be
working.
fun.
They're stuck in there with the pot roast.
Oh, no.
Poor Ryan's trying to get out of this. Come on.
The
Oh, no.
Morn
Be
is
a
like the
fun one.
easy out. Like you just sit there and
Yeah.
you drink and you watch. That would be a good time.
Mm-hmm.
Morn, you know
the
what Morn's
comings and
drinking that
goings.
whole time is protein shakes, it turns out.
Oh, is that why he doesn't move that much?
Yeah. That's why when people try to talk to him, he goes,
It's because his gut isn't just a
God.
rock.
Get your more news.
So here are some of the answers to the question of what the people in the live chat would choose if they could be somebody for 24 hours. Kale Bliss says EMH. Badger says Horta.
Oh,
One
Gokyo
Trek
Eye.
fan says I would always be Captain Kirk.
Dude,
Back
oh
of
my
the head.
God, turn on Intruder.
Back of the Head also says
Ooh.
James T. Kirk. Linda Anderegg says 7 or the EMH. Joshua M. Patton of CBR, who wrote the article we have coming up, he says Geordi, no hesitation. I want to know what that visor sees. True.
Cool.
That would be pretty cool.
Dan Wolp says Picard. Bob D says Spot. I would sleep 23 hours. 1 hour of
Yes.
causing pure pandemonium.
That's the correct answer right there.
That's perfect.
That's a good
Down
one.
is good.
You could get Spot pregnant and then cut out. As in, you would be Spot. Never mind.
Yeah,
That's
how's
just as
that
bad,
work out?
actually. Never mind. I just meant like causing pandemonium. Because
Well, that would be pandemonium, all right. Like, what the F?
That's how they got the
Deaf
cat
Kiss-
people in Doctor Who.
Deaf Kiss says Rios or Bashir.
That's
Ooh.
fun.
What if you could
Mhm.
do Bashir and our man Bashir? That'd be extra
Oh, hey. Even better.
Terry Rose says Q. Just Rosie says Edith Keeler.
Oh,
Don
Oh,
Don
you're gonna
says
die.
great
Kirk.
clothes.
Yeah. Kathy D
Motion
says
sickness.
Janeway. Kay Bliss also says Phlox for reasons. Okay.
I think I get it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Stephanie Berners Loxana.
More power to you.
Terry Rose says Q. Did I say that one already? Yeah, and Stephanie
Someone said
Berner said
Q.
Luoxana. Oh, Anne-Marie, you'd be Luoxana, right?
I
Or
already
no,
am.
you would want to be Marina. You would want to be Troy so that you could hang out with Luoxana,
Yes,
probably.
yes.
Nice.
Get some
Or
Loxana
Alexander.
tips
Yeah.
on how to Loxana.
Yeah. Kathy D brings up a good point. Spot's a boy. So how would that work?
Look, yeah, that episode Genesis really screwed a lot of things up.
It did. Spot was definitely a boy cat, and then Spot was a
then-
girl cat
Yeah.
that they didn't address. They just said she, whatever like that. And then we're like, okay, that's what the plot calls for.
You know what I think happened?
So
Okay. So somebody transferred onto the Enterprise and also had a
Also
ginger
had-
cat named Spot, but it was a female. And Data mistook it for his Spot, the boy cat,
Great.
and just we never separated those two. And Spot got Spot pregnant.
Oh, yeah.
I think it was just
Brilliant.
that I think it was just that like Spot died and then Data got another cat and called it Spot.
That's also true.
Or Worf
I knew some-
accidentally
Okay.
There were
something
some
went wrong
people
when Worf
that-
was watching him.
Yeah, could be. I knew some
That's
people
the
that lived
classic
across the
goldfish.
street from my grandma that they had a dog named Puppy Dog. And then like years later, I went and visited them again and they started talking about Puppy Dog. And then I was like, wait, this looks like a different dog. And they're like, oh yeah, Puppy Dog died. This is Puppy Dog too. And I'm like, okay. So Data could
Yeah,
have done the
Knuckles did
same
that
thing.
with Snoopy.
Data could have called the next animal the same pet because that seems like a Data thing to do.
Spot second. Oh,
Surprise,
Larry?
everybody.
Oh,
Larry
hey.
Nemecek,
Wow.
Dr. Drake is here. Surprise.
Good deal. Happy
Hey.
Friday. Happy everything,
Happy
man.
Friday.
Friday, Larry
Yes.
Nemecek.
Best surprise ever.
It
Eh.
is.
83 million different ways to be happy today. So,
So let me tell you guys the conversation I had with Larry about 15 minutes before we were to go live. I realized Skydance might be purchasing Paramount Star Trek. I don't know what any of this means. I don't understand it. I don't know it. This is not my
Help.
world. And I went, I bet Larry Nemecek knows. And so I text Larry. I'm like, maybe you could come on and talk to us about it. And he says, well, I don't have an MBA, but, and I'm like, I don't even know what that means either. I'm getting dumber by the text. Just come on. So Larry is here, bless him, to help us. Thank you
Oh,
for
please
hanging
help
out,
us.
Larry.
well,
Thank you.
somebody help me. No, I'm channeling Will Rogers here. All I know is what I read in the papers. So, Now, have you been talking about it? I'm sorry, I just bopped in.
No,
'cause
we totally were stalling the entire time. We were
I'm
pretending to
treading
talk
water
about.
for
I made up
That's
a
why we were
story about protein shakes. No, none of it's true.
Yeah, and Spot impregnating Spot.
Yeah, that's right.
Squirt.
That's
So,
right.
Squirt.
yeah, and
Which-
Squirt.
Oh,
It's that
okay.
kind of show.
Okay.
Do you know what
I-
Spot's kitten is called before it's born?
What?
Daddy's little squirt.
Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh.
Moopsie.
Dude.
Okay.
No,
See,
because that's what
Moopsie
they
can save us.
I just
Anyway, Larry Nemecek. So you are here. You have a very important duty here.
all right.
There's some
Save our
news.
show.
There's some news that came out.
Oh no.
Check this out. This is trekmovie.com that
Mhm.
tells us Skydance makes an offer for Paramount Global. Star Trek franchise could be under new ownership again. This written by Anthony Pascal, who knows his stuff very well.
Mhm.
Can you give us the cliff notes on this and explain to us what this means or doesn't mean?
Well, okay, this is a story in Deadline, and Tony's picked it up to run, which is where I found out about it, where most everybody. I'm not reading the trades daily, like maybe I should, but basically, for the last year and a half, even before the strikes were happening, everybody was this whole new thing of what all the big studios and media and all are doing, and they're all jockeying around, and everybody's trying to, whatever. It's like when Desilu was little Desilu, and the first 20 years of TV, all the movie studios were like, "Oh, we hate TV. It's going to steal our business." And then finally, by the early mid 60s, all the movie studios said, "Oh, well, if you can't beat them, join them." So all the studios were, so that's like Columbia bought Screen Gems, but that's why Paramount, the studio, was like, "We need a TV studio. Oh, look, right next door, Desilu." So they knocked the wall down, and it was very easy. So that's just one example of how over time everything changes and stuff ebbs and flows. And some of these names stick around for 100 years, and some of them, go away. And what do we had then we got into media, like tapes and DVDs and, and then in cable and then streaming. And right or wrong, it was probably kind of stupid, but in the hey, yay, hey, throw everything on the wall and see what sticks and spend $1 billion, everybody went from, Netflix invented streaming, and then Prime, it was that Bezos, whatever, was like, "Oh, let's just stick, our delivery service, let's stick, movies onto that." Okay, whatever. So, okay, that's why they've made the big bucks, even though you might hate them. But then all the old school studios were like, "Whoa, wait a minute. We've been at this for a long time. If anybody's going to stream, it's going to be us." So then the big deal was go do your own. And remember, CBS was like the first one to jump at, before there was Disney Plus and all of that. Everybody else.
CBS
Oh,
All
yeah.
Access?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
what a
CBS, remember
dinosaur.
CBS All Access
Oh my
launched
God.
before Disney Plus did. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, so
do.
so now they're going, the strikes happened, but even before the strikes, they were like, okay, now the new thing is everybody's like reshuffling, and now you got Comcast, NBC, and when Disney bought ABC, and it's like, oh my God. So it's like a network with a movie studio, and what else are you doing on the side? And cable is dying, and streaming blew up, but now streaming, like, no one knows what the hell the streaming model looks like to make money. None of this has anything
Streaming's
to do with
just
Star
kneecapped
Trek,
itself.
except what's the world, huh?
Oh, streaming's just kneecapped itself.
Well,
just
yeah,
my 2
yeah.
cents.
Wow,
Well,
that's a 30-year-old joke.
Emperor has no clothes when they finally made it transparent because of the strikes.
Mhm.
So anyway, so what's happening now? Remember a month ago, there was all this hoo-ha about, oh my God, Warner's might. He's like, no, there was like two guys had lunch or something. It was
That was
right.
crazy.
But for a long time, I guess the market stocks, Wall Street people have been looking at Paramount and going, okay, well, for so long, the whole thing was like, oh no, the Viacom divorce, and will they ever get back together? Will they finally Me Too Moonves out, and Sherry Redstone got her company back together just in time for the world to change. And, National Amusements is the company, and it owns Paramount and NBC. So you're back to, I don't know why they had Viacom under National Amusements, but anyway, so it's like for 12 years, 15 years, the whole thing is like, they should get back together. And they finally did. And just about the time they get everybody's new business cards printed up and figure out whose turf is what, somebody looked around and said, well, you're still a pretty puny thing compared to everybody else, and you need to do this, this, and this. And they adapted CBS All Access into Paramount Plus, and they were going to build it up, and then the strikes happened. And it's like, well, you're still kind of puny and you're basically like ripe for being picked off. And do you want to be in control of your fate, or do you want to have somebody come in? So for the last year and a half, the big money people have said something's going to happen with Paramount Global, even back together, reunited with CBS and all that. You're still on the small end of things. And then the whole streaming thing got upended by the strikes and just the way, you know, the whole thing was made on, here's all these people that don't stream, we'll sign them up. And Netflix did most of that. And then at some point, you've signed the whole world up for all as many channels as they can buy. Now, where does your growth come from? Instead of having good shows, the Wall Street people go, you got to keep showing more numbers, not just keep having good shows that have good ratings or movies that have good box office. So that's why people yelled about the Wall Street people during the strike, was because everything was about showing a profit, not, you know, paying people and making good TV shows and movies. So anyway.
See, and now you guys know why I was in no position to be explaining any of this stuff. And I don't know who was. I don't know who was. Maybe you, the rest of you were, but I was not.
This is like the kindergarten. I'm on the kindergarten level with this stuff, and that's where I am. But apparently it's like something is going to happen to Paramount Plus. Is it going to be, and Sherry, you know, for years, Sherry Redstone, after she got it, you know, her dad finally, you know, Sumner finally turned it over to her, and that all happened, and she was fighting with Les Moonves and all this stuff. But finally it's her baby, just in time for her to go, well, because all the cable stuff that used to be so big, like Nickelodeon and BET and MTV and, you know, VH1, all of those are like, no one cares about cable anymore. So although BET has become its own brand, kind of, they're doing movies and documentaries and things, I think. But anyway, so it's like a chunk of the old value is like nothing anymore. And Paramount, the movie studio's rebounding a little bit, but you were laughing about the Chris's. Remember when they couldn't, the whole thing about the Chris's not holding up the movie was because originally they had a Chinese backer that was going to help fund it. And when they pulled out, they suddenly couldn't pay the Chris's what they owed them. And they were begging them to take less. And they were like, no. You know, partly because I think if they'd said no, then everybody else would show up and go, oh, now can you take less from us? It's like, no, that was Star Trek. It's special. No, that's not going to happen. So, you know, but now this is the Skydance offer way better than the, apparently, I'm just reading what everybody's saying, but I get it, that it makes sense. I didn't realize, I guess Skydance co-partners on a lot of movies, and David Ellison is supposedly Trek friendly, and he did the last
Larry Ellison's son. I know that much. And Larry Ellison almost bought the Golden State Warriors back in 2009. So that's
because I Googled to see if he was single.
The Oracle guy.
Yes, exactly.
He's married.
Capital O Oracle, not little O Oracle. So, but they're saying that he's got a history with Trek, and he was even like in some of the. I didn't pay attention to this because it was Kelvin movies, but no.
Yeah.
But
Larry
and all the, well, I mean, it's going to be, look, it's brought a lot of people in. It tread water for Star Trek during the Viacom divorce with nothing on TV. It brought a lot of new fans in, and I will always treasure any fan's first Trek because you never forget your first. That's always precious. And it made all the bean counters and suits think there was Star Trek happening, because there was.
Plus,
but
you are
it wasn't
on
like
record.
there was 15 years of nothing. So
I saw you on your show saying that Star Trek Into Darkness was actually barely your favorite of all the Star Trek movies. Like, it was really close, but that was your number one, is what I remember you saying on record.
Well, I
it was like neck and neck with Star Trek V, I think.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh,
but
I'm sorry. Did I do an Ion Storm and cross into the mirror universe? Is that what I had?
We went upside down.
Okay. Yeah. Yes. Stid is my favorite movie of all time.
Yes.
Yes. That's the
But
only
anyway,
way that makes
so
sense.
Ellison, they're saying that he's a friendly. Now, the big picture, like, it's not like the whole thing revolves around Star Trek. They're dealing with all these chunks, but he wants the studio, and they're saying, okay, they may sell off some of the cable stuff, and they've already gotten rid of Simon and Schuster as a publisher. Like the old thing was, they wanted a piece of everything and be coordinated. And that's gone out the window. So and they're saying, well, we'll only sell to you apparently if you keep some of the, like, we don't want what is now Viacom to go a million different directions. So, but the one thing that's is still kind of a question mark is Paramount Plus, because Apple
Yes.
Plus is in trouble, and all the streaming,
It is.
this whole thing about what is going to happen to the streaming model, period, has left everybody up in the air. So anyway, but if they do, they're saying that the Star Trek show, the old catalog and anything current should be okay, because they'll just pull a Prodigy and put it back on. Whatever. So this whole thing around, no, we all need our own streaming, and like, well, couldn't you tell where that was gonna, you got off cable because you had this huge bill, and then everybody, like when it was just Netflix and maybe
Hulu.
Prime. But now there's 47 different streaming channels, and nobody can pay for everything. And we were right back where we were with cable, and that's why it's all
Yeah.
Right, but then they're
Yep.
bundling up like we had with cable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same
Yes.
difference.
It's like, except there's less tech. Now there's not a guy running a line. Now it's all, wireless. But other than that, it's the same thing. There's not the infrastructure.
Yes, it's all very confusing. And it's my understanding that most of these guys are losing money. Like, I don't know if there are even some that are making money. I don't know. Maybe somebody else does know, but I know that it sounds like a lot of them are losing money, but it's just kind of like that race where they're like, yeah, but if we lose money less quickly than the competition, they'll die out.
We're still winning.
people, and then we will win because we will be the one that is left.
And if we jump off the merry-go-round now, when someone does figure out how to make money, it'll be harder to jump back on. I don't know.
Somebody get on that making money thing. We should look into that.
Well,
That's
You
what
can
they're
make money
saying.
on the internet.
Somebody's
They've just
making money
been,
somewhere. I do know that.
we can find it. Now, they've just been puking out new shows on streaming for the sake of filling content, like, is the best way to describe it, I guess. And so I think,
Was that a
from what I've
quantity
seen-
adjective or a quality adjective?
I was like, wait, what are we doing right now?
Yeah, both.
Spittle. We're not like the big boys. We're spittle.
Yeah, we're just squirting out. We got to read our squirt quota for the day.
Yeah.
Big Daddy.
But yeah, no, it's definitely like, it's like a crappier space race. And it kind of turned a little bit.
This is the worst space race. Like, could we have the actual, like, the good space race from For All Mankind?
Oh my god.
Where we're talking about
Yeah.
Apple TV? I mean,
The
that was the
idea
good
of
one.
Star Trek and For All Mankind being together. I
Where the
mean, I love
Vulcans
that.
come down and secretly invent Velcro for the space race for us.
They are the
Yes.
true space race.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, they're absolutely right about the idea that competition does drive innovation, and in the show, it absolutely displays what that can do, that power,
Mhm.
and not all for nefarious, horrible reasons. There are good things that come out of it.
Sounds like a good
Yeah.
show. I might need to
Yeah.
go
It's
check
a damn
that
good
out.
show. Why aren't you watching it?
Crazy.
All right.
Watch the first space race.
Ryan!
I saw the first 2 seasons. I haven't seen it since that big event happened at the
Hmm.
end of the second season with some of the characters. But
Oh, well,
Oh,
I need to.
that was very big. Yeah.
Oh.
the Akudas worked on it, and Steve Oster was a producer, so it was like and Ron Moore co-created it. So
Yes.
And
Yes.
David Weddle and Bradley Thompson.
Yes.
Oh
Wow.
god.
you know their first names. It was always like Ira would always say Weddle and Thompson, and I still to this day I have to go. I'd see them at the strike and go, now who's who?
Oh, I didn't see
Hilarious.
them.
Relatable.
Yeah, we always would see their names. It would say David Weddle and Bradley Thompson.
Oh, yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
I typed it into my search
know.
engine so much trying to figure out how to get the on the show.
That cut it apart.
Mhm.
So yeah.
So,
So anyway,
okay.
and apparently there's another so here's where my eyes start to cross. There's another equity group that would do the same thing. I forget what their name is. Some other bunch of big chunk of money that's interested in maybe doing the same thing, but they don't have the already partnered history that
The
Skydance
same
and
thing
Ellison
with
does.
what?
Do like a much better, like somebody that would buy / merge with Paramount and maybe sell off some bits and pieces and
So Skydance seems to be very Trek friendly, is what you're saying. But
yeah.
Larry, in your expert opinion,
Apollo
even though-
Global Management. That's the name of the other thing. Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
in your
Apollo,
opinion,
scary.
if
Yeah.
let's say somebody else buys it out, like let's say NBC or Warner Brothers or whatever, does that mean that there's a potential for Star Trek to just cease, at least for a while?
Well, that's partly. Well, that would you mean like new shows, new production?
Yes, as in they
Well,
would
that
just say,
would-
you know what, these guys
yeah.
aren't making enough money. We're doing a page one rewrite. We're starting over. We'll figure it out later.
Well, that would be as much splash as, if nothing else, as much splash as Strange New and Picard made recently. That just sounds stupid because they're money make. Now, if this was 10 years ago when we were in the fallow times and there was no new Star Trek and it was just this old property, but I mean, but
It's true.
there's been years of making. What?
Just the fallow times. It's like, yeah, that's accurate.
Oh, that was my term for that
Very
12
awesome.
years. Yeah. The wandering in the desert with no fresh trek.
They were. They really were.
Mhm.
Yeah. That's why I thought it was so
Until
ironic that
Apollo
the
comes
first
to save
scene of
us.
the first Discovery is the two of them wandering in a desert. I'm like, yes, what a metaphor.
They finally got beamed up.
I was going, did you guys steal that from me? Because I've used that term for a while. No,
They
but
probably did and just didn't give you credit.
I just
Aw.
wouldn't be the first. No. No, I in a world where people are, kind of always want to make money, but it feels like sometimes they're even desperate now than they always have been. And you've got shows that are getting attention and awards and play in the social media and playing all the right notes that they should. I mean, they're very relevant and they're both back in the zeitgeist for different reasons. And Strange New is in the zeitgeist and, in the mainstream. And they were just on some of the mainstream award shows and
I can't believe
yada
that.
yada.
Yeah.
So I don't, and it's a 50-year franchise. Who's stupid and kills off a 50-year franchise that still has just had another wave of popularity and freshness?
Some call it a 60-year franchise.
We're bearing down on 60 years. Well,
Yeah.
yes. Hey, listen, I love.
Yeah, but actually,
Yeah.
Are we talking about virtual TrekCon at all? So
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Have you announced
Ooh.
this? Have you announced the
Yes.
schedule yet?
The theme for Virtual TrekCon 5 is 60 years of Star Trek, because Star Trek was originally pitched in 1964 and financed. I think they had 3 scripts. They got the cage, and then they shot it in 1964. It was completed in, I think, January of 65. It was not picked up. They tried again, and then 66 is what we see. But basically, Star Trek's been around for 60 years, even though it's only televised starting 58 years ago.
Right. Well, I'm just going to say I'm so thrilled that we have come so far since what was the big 50 year was 2016. And as everybody started to we should start celebrating the 50th in a couple of years. In 2014, I was saying the cage was made in 64. Start the party now. And everybody's like, what?
This guy gets it.
So thank you. See how far we've come. My job here is almost done.
So yes, with regards to that, in Virtual TrekCon 5, in less than 3 weeks, that's February 15th through 19th, 2024, as you can see behind Anne-Marie, the theme will be the cage. We'll have a lot of extra things about the cage, about 60 years of Star Trek. We'll have like 60-year history type of show. I bet you Larry will be on that. And they'll be talking about the cage and the 60 years of Star Trek. We'll also have Walter Koenig for the first time since he's finally delving into the original series. Why not start with the cage? And he will be reviewing the cage and having a great time, or hating it. Might even be funnier.
Well, he's, not being
Wow.
involved. It's
Yes.
like the same but different for him. So it'll be funny to see his
It must be
closeness
so
but
weird.
distance. Yeah.
Yeah,
I can't
and,
wait to hear his
my old
take.
coworkers, like some of them.
And he will say it like it is too. He's got no.
Oh, he will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
He has no
Larry,
It'd be
F's
so
or any other
beautiful.
letter to give.
you might have a special guest joining you and the panel, right? That may know a little something about the cage, no?
Yes. Are we saying or are we saying?
Oh my God, just say it, just say
I'm
it.
drunk on a vanilla protein shake. Let's do it.
Oh, is that what that was? Okay. No, so Sandy Gimple, who was the third Telosian Also, later on, she was
Ooh.
inside the Salt Vampire outfit, but she is a
Nice.
lady
way.
stunt person back in the day, and she is forget what she's still working, and she has an amazing clip reel, but she's kind of the last 4 or 5 years has kind of come out and went, oh, there's a Star Trek world, and she's been. I had her on Portal 47 way back in the day. I think I met her at Starbase Indy, and anyway, she's been getting out, and so I said, Ryan told me about the Cage focus, and I said, well, have you talked? The other thing is, since we lost
Bob Butler.
Bob Butler, that she's really about the last person around to talk to about the Cage. I may be leaving somebody out, but I think she's the last person
Wow, that's
around to
right.
talk about the
Mm.
Cage. So that
Wow.
was there. So yeah, so we're gonna have. She's keen to do it, so we're gonna have her with us too. Of course, she
That's
was the whole
exciting.
production, but who cares? She she can talk about all that, and of course, she worked with Gene and Bob
She's
Butler.
been with Star Trek longer than any living person.
Just about,
Wow.
yeah.
Ooh.
I mean, we lost Dorothy at the beginning of the pandemic, so that's true,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah. Wow.
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 Andrew and a Polish last name looks like Drzymski, but I bet it's
Oh.
not
From
pronounced.
Iowa.
One of
Drzymski.
my TTLers, yes.
He says, yeah, he proves it. He says, Larry spills the tea on VTC 5.
Ha!
Get ready
All
for
that.
that,
Okay.
everybody. I think we can also announce that Sabrina Wood of the Sci-Fi Sisters will be on that panel. One or two others, because she is like, she knows
Old Hollywood
her.
expert.
She is. She knows her Hollywood history. She is great. It's going to be a lot of fun. Can't wait for that. Anyway, so about Skydance. Skydance did, right? They partnered up for those Kelvin movies, right?
Yeah,
Like, I
the
remember
last two, I
seeing-
think. And a lot of other, they're partnered and done a lot of other movies too.
If you had to make a prediction, let's say Skydance announces on April 15th that, what is that? Tax day. Let's say on
Yep.
April 16th, then they'll be busy. On April 16th, they announce we have purchased Paramount and everything that it entails. What do you foresee that meaning for Star Trek?
Wow. Well, by that time, and they wouldn't say that, they'd say we've purchased Sherry Redstone's controlling interest in
Yeah.
national amusements or something. That's how it would actually come across, because that's the holding company for Viacom with all the pieces inside, CBS and Paramount Pictures and Paramount Plus streaming and yada yada. So I'm sure there's some of these news stories and the stuff that Tony's quoting, they've already been talking about, well, like, if we did this, what would we do? And they're saying, well, we'd probably cut it down to just the content making and not worry so much about like the cable stations that aren't as valuable now as they were 10, 20 years ago. So they probably already got a strategy down. And what everything keeps saying is they just don't know what to do with Paramount Plus because of the world of not because of Paramount Plus. And they're supposed to do, I was getting back in the weeds on this, and apparently their quarterly profit call that sometimes you'll see a news story out of it is supposed to be next month. So they're trying to get profitable. Like their backers are yelling at all the streamers to get quit spending money, cut back, which is what we've seen, this tax write-off stuff. And show a profit. We let you throw money into the crazy days. Now you got to start, showing a profit. So whether they keep Paramount Plus as a thing or they sell it off and it merges in, but Paramount Plus is just the carrier, and it was commissioning series, but then it also canceled Prodigy, and so the original makers, Paramount TV and Nickelodeon found a home on Prodigy. So, I mean, on Netflix. So that was the deal there. And it could wind up going that way with everything else. If Paramount, it's just what I'm saying is if they decide to either shut down Paramount Plus or merge it into Oblivion, which is probably, I'm sure they do, would the shows that are on Paramount Plus go with the new owner? Maybe.
Would they continue making these shows though?
Oh, no, that's what I said. They're not stupid. Yeah, there's
Thank
the
goodness.
other streamers aren't going to go away. So the idea that people want episodic Star Trek and it's done. And you've got and see, Ellison and Kurtzman have known each other,
Yeah,
so it's not like they've gone, "Who are you people? How does this thing work?" They're not going to do that. I mean, they may slim it down. There might just be maybe 2 live actions and maybe an animated at a time instead of 3 and 2 or 4 and whatever. But it's not going to go away.
Do you think there's a chance Starfleet Academy could get the brakes put on it since it's still in development?
Well, they've spent a ton of money on it, and they've built sets. I mean, they were building the sets during the strike, and they were planning on shooting by the end of the year this year. I mean, they're not far away from starting to shoot. So if they had sold this next month and did the deal, and then now it's not like they haven't done it before. If they see it as a cut the losses, but I can't believe that they would staff up and hire up and do it and not at least give it a year. I mean, they've committed. It's a fish or get off the pot thing. It's like
wait, fish. I don't. What are you fishing on the pot?
Oh, okay. Sorry, shouldn't cut bait. Oh, wait, that's the other one. Okay, no, it's like no, it's I mean, have they spent too much to not turn around now? I guess.
Right.
And it just feels like
we're going to get a cast announcement.
Yeah.
Do you think they'll wait till a big convention or
to what now?
For Starfleet Academy cast announcements? Do you think we have to wait till like San Diego Comic-Con? Or do you think we do that sooner? I'm dying to know.
They shouldn't do any announcements at San Diego.
Well, there's First Contact Day, April.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Even if it's virtual, there's always April, and it's their own. It's their own domain. They don't have to share the stage with anybody. So,
what I would love to see, honestly, probably if the executives would hate it, but I would love to see a law go into place that if a project is completed or like a certain percentage of the way complete, you can't write it off on taxes.
Wow. See, that's what we would all want. Now, somebody who looks at everything as like your property
money
would say, you can't tell people what to do with their own property,
Yeah.
But yeah.
Exactly. Well, technically, if you
in the Karma Kingdom.
Yeah, exactly. Love the Karma Kingdom.
That's a thing. I just trademarked that. Okay. But
there you go.
I'm just thinking though, when they have this big PR announcement, the big ballyhoo comes out that whoever buys them or merges or whatever they call it, I would think that one of the 6 or 8 bullet points is going to be what happens to Star Trek and/or what happens to Paramount Plus streaming.
No, and/or is Disney Plus.
And there's not a blue skinned person on the show. I think they should be
sacrilege.
That's true.
That's appropriation.
I am so pissed. I watched that. I watched 3 episodes. Not a blue person in sight.
Yeah,
they should put like someone just in blue paint in the background.
I know.
Just to mess with people.
Couple of antenna.
Yeah, have them poking around.
Come on.
Even an albino blue person.
It seems like that I saw a report that like the stock market was reflecting this news in a good way for the Paramount stock. So
yeah, the thing was when the Warners, which was stupid anyway, they had one lunch and
which sounded like a lunch. It was 2 guys meeting for lunch.
Yeah, basically. But when that happened and all that hoo-ha broke, it's like their stocks went down. And then when this broke the other day or two, apparently the stocks went up. So like the world is saying, yes, we like this way better than that other plan.
Yeah,
so
it's like Love Connection, but with
here's a question to ask the all-knowing Oracle. And that's not
that's
Larry
David
Ellison or his son, right? The question is, where did I see it? Dan Wolp says, with all of this, I suspect Legacy might be dead, or as the Scotsmen say, don't they say deed? Yeah,
deed. Yeah. Well, it might. Okay. I think it's like a case of I was worried about this. I was worried about there being too much campaigning by Terry and Dave Blass and all that. And if everything is still like New York, Toronto located, centered, that's very, it feels very LA. Picard felt very LA-ish.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to see like, oh, I'm sorry, you've gotten too popular. Get back in your place. Like, don't tell us how to run this company. But it's good to be popular and it's good to have tons of people and, the campaign and all that. But it's like the straw is only so big and it feels like the straw got smaller And everybody that says, but we all went crazy over Anson and Pike, and we got Strange New Worlds. Well, that was the baby days whenever they were throwing money at everything. And they also didn't know their way. Well, now they've got and that bumped Section 30. Whatever you think of Section 31, it was supposed to be up next, and it got bumped already. So there's already been the line's already been like. But now that said, I don't know who the hell would not want to get Legacy, get Jerry and that whole cast, that whole setup, and it's very relevant. Wait, that's a 70s word. It's very diverse. It's very with it socially, and that would be, who wouldn't want that? But I think it's just a thing of the pipeline right now is not only small, but no one knows how the hell the industry is going to settle, much less who's going to buy Paramount. So if nothing else, it may just be a long wait. And then you're going, well, Terry and everybody's got to go off and have other jobs. So then it's kind of like, does stuff not spiral out of control? Does everything like drift so much that you can't pull everybody back together later when the time is right? So that's the thing. I don't think you should never say never, never. It's just, how long do you have to wait? Like Section 31 has waited. They were laughing. Like it's waited for longer than almost anything.
Mm-hmm.
Like as soon as they got into it and they loved Michelle Yeoh in 2016 and 2017, they were saying, okay, next show is going to be this.
It's going to be Section 2031 by the time it comes out, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, guys, I have a dinner bell ringing for me at 6. So
do it.
I don't want the former assistant script coordinator of Voyager to be on my tail.
Oh boy!
I promised 6 o'clock was
Well, Larry, thanks for jumping on with us last minute. That was really cool of you. I'm still not sure about any of the Skydance stuff, but I feel a little better about it, I think.
Well, thank you, because I just rattled everything that I've read, and I feel smarter. So okay.
So good.
All right,
we're
see you,
smarter
Larry.
for hearing
Larry
you.
Nemecek.
We'll see you. So virtual TrekCon will be there on Thursday. Oh, have you said the schedule? Are you keeping anything else secret?
What else
Like
you got?
the other thing that I'm doing?
You can tell them.
Can I say?
Yeah.
So we promised that we would occasionally do special life support live editions. And once again, for the 3rd year and the 2nd reunion, Dr. Ali and I are going to do a life support live special on Friday with just our old format, the way we did the old show, exactly the same, only
like
updated, of course. Just like the old days for everybody. So yay.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Everybody's saying thank you in the live chat, Larry, to you. So thanks for hanging out. And everybody, you're going to get way more Larry on Virtual TrekCon 5. What if I can't wait that long? Go to his YouTube channel. He's got shows there weekly, and you will love them.
Yep. Thank you, guys. Have fun.
You.
Right.
Trek well.
Larry.
All right. Quit trying to make Trek well stick. That's not going to work. I love all the Larryisms.
It's like his warp me.
Yeah, like I like it that he says strange new, and I'm always waiting for the
It's
rest.
like, no, that's not no. Like sort of like how V'ger, he's tried so hard to make that a thing, and then Lower Decks actually shot Larry Nemecek down and said, no, it's Voy, deal with it.
Yeah.
Larry lost that one.
And
we
he tried
love you
to
anyway.
call STLV, he tried to call it Trek Vegas. He's
cute.
He always
he's marching to his own drum beat. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's the best.
Love it.
That's why like when Bree and I go for drives to get something in Vegas, she has the Larry Nemecek CDs from his website.
Oh
He blasts them in the car while we're driving.
Oh my god, I have some of those. You're talking about Brie Belke, right?
Yes.
Yeah, of course she has those. Of course she does. Yes.
So fun. The first time
I got that
car,
song
like,
different drum stuck in my head. Anyway. Different drum. Good song. So did you guys retain any of that or?
Yeah. Okay. So distilling it down, like the general takeaway that I get from this is that Skydance would be a much better fit for Paramount and Paramount Plus and Star Trek in general than Warner Brothers ever would be. That's what I get out of it. And that's ultimately, I think, the direction we're going.
which is good for us.
And it's really good to see Alex Kurtzman is friends with the Skydance guy. I feel like that's such a
I think that's helpful. Yeah, because Warner Brothers, it sounds like that guy, whoever's in charge there, I forget his name, is a hot freaking mess who would just shut it all down and not give a crap.
That
Seriously.
sounds terrible.
Yeah. He sounds like a terrible person, so yeah.
Lock him up.
Yeah, this new guy from Skydance is like 41, has some kids. Like,
oh, there you go.
Well, then he's perfect to run Star Trek.
Well, I just feel like he's young.
What color are his eyes and shoes?
Wikipedia didn't tell me. But he's like young and still, I feel like, energetic. And if he took it on, he'd be like actually wanting to build it, not just like sit on it for a few more years to collect paychecks before he retires.
Yeah, you just gotta find someone who sees Star Trek as profitable. It kind of very RTD for Doctor Who. If you find someone who is willing to invest the time and make, like, say, for example, merch, freaking cosplays, like
some
freaking
merch,
invest
please.
In a product. Exactly. It's like you can make something incredibly profitable by just giving the people what they want. And if someone's smart enough to see that, I want them to pair with that person.
Yeah, we need the person who's savvy enough to take a chance where it's going to succeed, to know the franchise well enough for things like hello, Murph plushies, Moopsy plushies, totally drop the ball on those. Had you
or just like give Star Trek people power over that.
Yeah. But yeah, ultimately somebody's got to take a chance and say this is worth a risk, and then we've got to prove them right.
Yeah.
You said take a chance twice. I can't be the only one that has the song stuck in my head now.
So good.
Oh, now I've got that one in.
Take a chance, 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 take a chance.
I've got the stupid Andy Bernard version from The Office in my head.
Oh, I'd rather have the Erasure cover of the ABBA song. Although the ABBA original is the best.
So I'm mad now.
No.
Real quick.
Like Andy Bernard's my least favorite character on The Office. No offense to Ed Helms. He was great in the role. Just I hate that guy.
Ed Helms.
Yeah.
Joshua M. Patton earlier did mention, well, Paramount is doing more licensing. They put the first 10 movies on Max exclusively. And there are rumors of a Paramount Prime deal too. Ooh, this is all weird. But yeah, that we kind of forgot about the fact that all the movies just disappeared and went to now Max, HBO, whatever.
They're going to go to the highest bidder, I guess, from here on out. That's the whole thing, is like, how many years did Paramount try to get all of Star Trek together, and it lasted for what, 6 months, if that?
Which honestly, I was never like, I don't think this is as good of a sell as you think it is, because I'd actually prefer it being on a few different things so that more people can like be exposed to it, not just all on Paramount.
Yeah, it'd be better for the franchise.
Yes.
Yeah,
just worse for our wallets.
Prodigy really scored well. Getting itself on Netflix to that much wider audience, and definitely a bigger kid audience. And I'm just wondering, man, okay, Star Trek had its actual like re-renaissance in, I don't know, 2012 to 2016 when it was on Netflix.
Yes.
And people were rediscovering or watching the show for the very first time simply because of exposure and the ability to stream on demand. And like, are we just going to go back to that?
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like with Prodigy. The way I've been looking at it is it basically got kicked off of the Titanic while it was still at port. And then the news came out a few days later and they're like, oh, crap, good thing I got kicked off.
Yeah, so right. Like, they already got their life raft. We're good.
Exactly.
At least we hope so. We hope so.
Better be. I mean,
I want a premiere date.
Are good.
Hey, can we talk about the fun Easter egg on this graphic?
Yo.
Ryan T. Husk. Wait, you're muted.
You're right, Anne-Marie. Oh my goodness. There is an amazing Easter egg that the Matt Boardman confided in me about. That there's an Easter egg in the main graphic, right?
Okay.
Oh, Katie's got the right idea.
I do?
Yeah, Anne-Marie, look what Katie's doing.
Yeah, that's smart.
There we go.
Okay. Well, okay. I'm copying
Very
Katie.
Smart.
What are you doing?
Yeah. There we go. I'll copy too. This is fun. I like this.
Yeah.
What? We're all on a roller coaster week.
Like when you have water in your ear.
Yeah.
Okay. So
not
the
sure what we're
Matt
supposed to
Boardman who
say.
designed this, he mentioned a little Easter egg secret. I didn't notice it. Nobody noticed it.
Wait, Ryan, I'm sending you the picture. The other thing that you have to see to get the Easter egg is on Facebook Messenger.
That's so much work.
Sorry,
Oh, I have to click like
Ugh.
3 buttons.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Okay. So let's see. Okay, that's a pretty weak. That's a pretty weak image.
Sorry, I just couldn't find a better.
Still,
Okay, so here's the weak
I
ass
could do
image
a
that Anne-Marie sent me.
handstand.
This was the original. This was the
Oh my
original
gosh.
version of Star Trek Virtual TrekCon 2020.
Aw.
Classic.
Okay. And now you look at this, it's that original version tilted, rotated 90 degrees. You see, it's rotated
kidding?
90 degrees and the colors are different, but there's the grid
It's
on
so
the top
fun.
and bottom.
Okay, one more time, please.
It's so much fun.
But this is such a terrible version of it. I should just
I know.
pull up
I'm
the-
sorry. I just like
You see the grid here?
it was like
wow.
screenshots.
Oh my god.
Ah,
Okay.
mm,
Okay. I see it now.
ah.
Wow.
So he tilted our original version like this, changed up the color to match with the cage, the colors of Star Trek, the cage, the
Yeah.
original unaired pilot, and then redid our nice Vegas outline, which is where this whole concept kind of came from.
Oh my gosh. Matt
And-
Boardman.
I
know.
know.
Look at you.
It's so
Where'd
cool.
you- Yeah.
And
it's
if
all
you
good
take
stuff.
90 and have
Clever.
some upside down dyslexia, it's 60. So ooh, 90-degree angle turns into 60. Ooh.
Yeah.
That
oh my gosh.
works.
And you know what? Okay, look, the design, the aesthetic for virtual TrekCon has progressed so much.
Uh-huh.
Look at how
Mhm.
beautiful it
It's
is.
so
And nothing
beautiful.
is wrong with the very first version. It's just like, wow, we've grown up.
Yeah.
We hit
that's-
puberty, guys.
I mean, we don't have to grow up completely, right? We could still.
Oh, hell no.
Okay.
No.
No.
No way.
Oh, look at
Not
this
a
shirt, by the
chance.
way, everybody. My
I'm
Look at- look
admiring
how
that
cool that is.
Doctor
shirt.
Who shirt.
Megadeth,
got-
baby.
Yeah.
it's Megadeth, right?
Yeah.
But he's got like the classic red pill, blue pill thing going on, but he's got grenades. I love it.
So that's like the
So-
ultimate metal. Instead of pills, it's grenades. Yeah.
Yeah, eat
Uh-huh.
this mother. Or it's poignant. It's poignant in some way. It's poignant. That's the key.
It's kind of the same thing.
So anyway, that was fun. Thanks, Dr. Anne-Marie. Okay, check this out, guys.
Thanks,
For
Matt
you,
Boardman.
yeah, thanks, the Matt Boardman. Okay, for those of you that are Starship nerds, check this out. CBR.com, 25 best Star Trek ships
Ooh.
ranked. How? That's a lot
How
of
do you do
ships.
it?
Amazing. I also like have ship,
How
whatever
do you
that
do
thing
it?
is where you can't recognize faces. I have that with ships.
Or do you mean like, yes, totally. Or do you mean like Jadzia and Worf? Or like Kess and Neelix? Are we talking about those kind of ships?
That'd be a
Haven't-
fun
wait,
list
didn't we
too.
do that one?
There's no apostrophe.
That.
Okay, so I don't know. Do you guys want to go through all 25? I think
Do we have
what
time to
should
do that?
No, we
Yeah.
don't. But let's do. You guys, I feel
Let's
like
do
that.
top 10.
Yeah, I was gonna say top 5 or
Yeah.
top 10, but I was like, I feel like we already know those. Let's do 21 to 25 and then 1 through 5. Because 21
okay.
to 25 I'll have like all the obscure ones, like the non-obvious
Yeah.
ones. That'll be fun.
Works for me.
I'm with it.
Check it out. All right. Number 25. There it is. The
This is, like,
Crenum
amazing novel.
ship.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, no, it's not, because that was Babylon 5.
Wow, it does look like Babylon 5.
Like, it's the same people. The same people who made Babylon 5 special
Really?
effects made this. Yeah, no
Really?
joke.
What?
Wow.
So,
you just
like,
blew my mind.
honestly, it's a lack of imagination on their part.
Yes.
Shar, you
That's
should do a
crazy.
Babylon 5 podcast. You know your stuff.
Well, then people can like nobody
you
watches
know what?
Babylon 5. It's okay. They won't notice. Well, that's what we showed them.
Yeah, that was complete BS, people.
Wow,
Speaking
that
of
is college.
BS, everybody, BS stands for Bioship. The species
Oh.
8472
Yeah.
Bioship was unlike
Independence
any
Day did
ship
it better.
that came before. All right, you guys.
So
How do you know all
sorry,
this
but they
stuff?
copied shit.
So that's 2 Voyagers, though.
Yeah.
Voyager has so many different
Unoriginal
ships
ones.
because they have like a different thing every week.
True.
Oh, I love this one. This is my favorite so far. Although it's not as rando as the others. It is number 23. The Gaylor class warship was the face of the Cardassian fleet. These were fun.
Okay.
Oh, it looks like a little Cardassian on its tummy flying through the air.
Like, it's fine.
What?
Oh, it's so true.
Now I can't unsee that.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I feel like there's better. How did
Yeah,
that make the top
22 of them.
25?
22 better. Oh, okay. Whoa, this one should be top 10 in my opinion. Check this out, you guys.
Bring it.
Let me pull it up. All right. This one, as soon as we saw it, we thought it was gorgeous. The Jem'Hadar
Ooh,
fighter
see, okay, yeah.
was a
That's what we're talking
scarab-like
about.
fighter that packed a wallop. It was the glowing purple that
Yes,
made
the
it for me.
purple's so pretty.
It's so pretty.
Uh-huh.
The silver and purple. Heck yeah. It's like, I don't know. It's like a offshoot of the Defiant.
Yeah.
Yeah. The founders sure knew how to use color to enhance the aesthetic.
They have great
Yes.
color palettes.
Yeah.
Oh
It's meant to
boy.
match Mayu's outfits.
Yes.
Here's another good one. Number 21. The Daenerys class
Ooh.
Warbird.
All right.
Revealed
All
how
right.
the
Now they all look
Romulans
like they
upped
have
their
eyes
game.
to me. Like,
Oh yeah, this one looks
Yeah.
like a bug.
It does. Yeah. It
Like
needs
a
like 8
wasp.
more.
That's like a wasp head.
Ooh,
Mhm.
yeah. The logistics
Now
of
it's kinda
moving around
gross
that thing have
looking.
to be awful. Yeah. It's like I gotta go out to
All
one
right.
of the wings.
Let me scroll down to number 5 for you nerds. Ooh, that's a fun ship. See, I feel like the top 5 are going to be like all our very, very recognized ones, you know.
Enterprise
ones that
A,
we all
B,
know.
C, D.
Yeah, basically. And the Defiant, you know, things like that.
Mhm.
I would put the Defiant at number 1 too. Okay, here we are. We are at number 5 now. There it is. Okay, big surprise. Number 5. The Constitution 3 class brought classic feel to a new starship.
Number 5. Okay.
I'll be
This feels divisive. Like people either really love this or are just kind of eh.
I'm
The
in the
ship?
camp. Yeah, I just thought it was like a
Yeah,
design.
I feel like it's nostalgic pandering. I don't know if I fully like it, guys. You can hate me. Send my hate mail. I don't care.
I bet a lot of people love it. I bet some people are even like, that should be 1 or 2.
Exactly,
Only
and that's
allow
fine.
the Defiant.
It's all subjective. You're not wrong.
Number 4. The Klingon bird of prey became immediately iconic in Star Trek films.
This photo is a good reason why.
yes.
Mm,
Beautiful.
I like it. It's
Hit
compact.
them Russians.
That's why I have
Great
earrings of
Christmas
that
tournament.
What I like about this is you put a couple drinks in Char and she reveals that she's kind of a ship nerd. She kind of knows her stuff.
Really?
Yeah, right? I mean, most of us were like, ooh, she's like, actually,
Yeah.
she knows this stuff.
She's a
I love it.
connoisseur.
Alcohol really is the truth serum, isn't it? I guess.
She's pretty good. She's pretty good. All right, number 3. What do you say, Char? The Romulan bird of prey was
It's
a
all
ship
right.
killer.
It's fine.
Wait, where's Voyager?
Yeah,
Where the
and
F is
Voyager's a
Voyager?
beautiful ship.
We're
Number
okay. We're the
26.
D7 cruisers. What the F is this crap? Let's move
Number
on.
26. Rude,
Okay.
Ryan. Rude.
Sorry,
It's not Ryan's fault.
kind of. Wait a minute. Look at number 2.
What we got?
The Constitution class is sci-fi's most beautiful starship. Wait, didn't we just see that?
No.
We saw like a different.
I mean,
That
yeah,
was
but
the
no.
third version. of the Constitution class.
Okay.
Right?
This one doesn't have as ample of nacelles.
I thought number
So-
5 was
Yeah.
Yeah.
Constitution.
God,
Oh,
you know how to
Constitution
describe
version.
ships perfectly.
Third class.
Yeah, yeah.
What those unample in this?
So look, it's somebody's list. They made it up. It's their opinion. That's fine.
It's Joshua M. Patton's list.
Shar's pissed. I love it.
Look, I hate these lists. They're all subjective.
Oh, wow. Okay. So number 1, everybody.
vodka
there's one
really
ship
did
that
hit,
will
didn't
always
it?
be my number 1.
All right, everybody. So for what's your number 1?
There's one ship that will always be my number 1 because it was my first, the D.
I feel like it has to be.
All right, everybody at home, if you'd like to find out what number 1 is, go to cbr.com and check out Joshua M. Patton's. No, okay, here it is. But you should still go to get number 6 through 20, everybody, because he did all this work for you.
Wow.
He did all this work for you guys, so you should go check it out.
Look.
Number 1,
Yeah.
Federation starships don't get better than the Galaxy class, aka the fat ones, the D.
Look, we like fat ones.
It's so good.
So
I mean, this is a
classic.
fun list.
They're not fat. They're big boned.
They're sturdy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they've got they're stout. They've got some heft to
Sure.
them.
It can lose weight if it wants to by separating. Like, it's perfect.
Yes.
Literally cuts
That's
itself down
true.
in half.
So I wonder where the
Yeah.
Defiant is. Where do you guys guess the Defiant
but
is? What
fat.
number?
I'd say top 15.
11.
I don't know where. That's a good guess.
I'm going to find it. There it is. Number 9.
Oh.
Oh, number 9. Number 9.
Wait, what about what's Voyager?
Yeah, where's Voyager?
Yeah.
I don't think Voyager made the list.
What?
The freaking bird of prey did?
Okay, Josh.
From
Okay, I know you're
Prometheus
in the
class
comments,
is number
Josh.
10. That's a good one.
Bruh. I know you didn't write this one, did you? But like you're
No,
the
he
editor.
Did.
Fix this.
Hang on, I'm still looking for Voyager. I'm sure it's there somewhere.
I thought Prometheus was
be.
there, which I do love.
I'm sorry. The Intrepid class, I know it has little chicken legs and it really can't land the way it's designed, but it's still a beautiful freaking ship.
The way
How
it flies.
dare you.
It's just Tom would fight
Wait a
for
minute.
Voyager.
He would. Some of us would die for Voyager.
Um,
Ryan, your
Now Ryan's
silence
actually
is saying
panicking.
everything. I don't like this.
yeah, I'm starting to think maybe there is no Voyager.
It is-
Sorry to say.
There's so many Voyager ships on this. I'm shocked.
Look.
Voyager is
No.
a cute ship. And Dan
Wait a
Curry
minute.
used his little spoons to make it. Oh,
Let's just
Yeah,
ask
little
Joshua
spoony
M. Patton.
ship.
Did I miss Voyager?
was
Joshua
Voyager
M.
too
Patton,
in
who
for the
wrote
list,
this.
so they had to leave it out?
He said I was the only Voyager vote. It didn't make it. So he had a panel and he fought for you, but
Oh, you need
I
a
am-
better friends on that panel, mate.
Man,
imagine-
okay. Who do you have
can you
working
imagine
for
though
you?
the amount of work that is to look through like dozens
That's a
and
lot.
dozens and dozens
I
and
know.
dozens of ships and just kind of going like my eyes are getting
I heard they
blurry.
all went to Peter's house and they just like looked up on his ceiling and that's how they chose them.
That one.
man.
That's very good. Good old Peter Karuba out in San Francisco. Did somebody say Peter Karuba, Star Trek fan out in San Francisco? Yep. He's going to be at Star Trek San Francisco, aka Trek to San Francisco by Creation, March 8th through 10th. I'm going to be there. Dr. Anne-Marie Siegel's going to be
not my
there.
flight.
Char's going to be there, even though she thinks she's not. Katie's going to be there,
you
even though she
buying?
thinks she's not. Yeah, I'll buy you a
Yeah.
protein shake or two.
Hey,
Well, that covers my meals. What else?
Yeah, for like 4 days, dude. It's crazy.
That's 4 days worth of meals. Like, yeah, protein shakes, sure, I'll do it. That's fine. I'll be passed out half the time.
hmm
It's okay.
You do a
But
protein
everybody-
shake with a squirt chaser, like it's perfect.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
You
I
know,
think
I
that
would
might
too.
actually kill you if it does that.
Look, if it does, it does. We're all gonna die.
They should add,
What a way to go out.
they should make squirt beverages more healthy because everybody's like, trying to keep away from too much soda and stuff, and just like add protein to it. Can you imagine a squirt beverage with protein in it? That would be fun.
Chunky squirt.
Oh, chunky.
can't.
Yikes. But it's like a
Sir.
protein drink.
Yeah, there is one. It's called Squirt, and
All right.
I don't know if we're rated
I
for
don't know
that.
what. Okay. Anyway, so everybody go check
I
it out
understand that.
at Creation Entertainment, creationent.com, because we want to see you guys there. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to be hosting, by the way, everybody. It's going to be so much fun. I'm going to make
God.
sure.
$15, which makes it like so doable.
I'm going to make sure it's so much fun. Or I'm going to try because I love that stuff. There's like 24 Star Trek guests already announced. It's actually gotten way bigger than I thought it was going to be. So it's freaking great. Everybody go.
Oh, and there's a free shuttle that runs every 15 minutes from the airport to the hotel, which in like
Is it the
STL
Rio Grande?
No, sorry, not the Rio. Wait, what? Did I
It's
say
the Rio.
Is it the Yangtze?
the Yangtze?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Remember the
But, like,
shuttlecraft? The shuttle.
that means like you
Second to
save like
whale.
$100 on Ubers. It's amazing.
Yeah, screw that.
Wow.
If I go, and I don't know if I am or not. I want to, but I haven't decided yet. Like, yeah, I'll just drive.
Oh, me too. Yeah.
I just have to
Might be a little
convince the
trickier for
husband, like
Anne-Marie.
he can watch the cats and take care of everything while I'm gone, and that's a whole thing.
Take the cats with you. Built-in spot cosplay.
Oh, honey, no, no,
Yours aren't social creatures.
no. They're really not. Also, one has kidney disease, and we do have to give him IV fluids, and that's the big obstacle because it requires 2 people, one to hold him down and one to administer the fluids. And I'm just thinking,
Oh no.
how are we gonna do that?
Can you
Well, you
train
can always
the
get-
other cat to be the other, like to hold?
We've tried. No.
Cats need
Well,
jobs.
Have you tried doing the panini press method? They like the cat grabbers, like the animal control, they have this thing that's just a giant like panini press mixed with like tongs. And so all they have to do is like get it near a cat and then they snap it shut and it's this mesh. And
Okay,
it's like
no,
a
I don't
cage.
have a panini press. What?
She's
Yeah,
trying
yeah,
to
just
keep
look up,
her
like-
cat alive.
I don't want to cook
She's
him,
doing
Katie.
this for the benefit of the cat.
I don't want cat panini. No.
I guess it's more like he'd be the ravioli filling of a ravioli. You're just like pushing
No
him in
cat
with-
ravioli. What are we doing?
trying to get him apparently kidney medicine.
This is not the way.
So
I'm very
confusing.
Look at the videos.
confused.
It's hilarious. Just cat
Oh my
panini
god.
press. You'll see it.
Yeah, I don't know. If I can be there, I'll figure it out. If not, you all have fun, okay?
All right. Well, let's
Oh my gosh.
talking about. Is it this video here? Did I find it?
Oh, what are we doing?
Maybe.
I don't even know
If it's-
anymore. That vodka hit hard. It wasn't even that much.
I was like, I want some, but I have to go to the Times Square Sephora after this to get waterproof eyeliner, and they're open till 11.
Oh, just get
Oh.
the non-waterproof liner and cry.
No way. Tomorrow's Holocaust Remembrance Day events. So like, I need
Okay,
the
so I
waterproof.
think
I
this
take back
is-
everything I just said.
I think this is what Katie's
Fuck.
talking about here. So you have a cat here,
Okay.
and then you just kind of.
And that's the panini press? Okay,
Nab
but
them.
Panini press.
oh my god. Oh my
I
okay.
did not envision that.
I can never envision
Like it's
doing
like a
this to
little
my
falafel
cat.
or something.
Aw.
It's a pita.
It's the ravioli filling.
It's like you're the bread and the cheese.
That cat is probably so pissed too. That cat's like, I'm not a ravioli.
I feel bad for this poor kitty, even though I know it's not actually hurting the kitty. It's just, yeah. Oh man, I don't know. My
Okay.
cats have.
They have like
it's
long
been-
versions too. You can get them from a distance.
Anyway, everybody, let's talk about this week and have a freaking awesome weekend after. So look, a couple days ago on the Falling Tower YouTube channel, we released our full review, 200th episode. That's like this and all this 200th episode. We reviewed Fisk.
Oh my God, I love that show so
Show
much.
So
Fisk
good.
on Netfisk with meteorologist Katie Nicolau, myself, Dr. Mohammed Noor. Did we like the show? Did we hate it? It's like Australian. I had no idea. That was so weird.
It's an
Yeah.
Australian comedy and it's amazing.
Oh,
I couldn't
love
tell.
Australia.
Yeah, Char, you would love it. It's hilarious.
What's it called one more time?
FISK.
Fisk. Okay.
On
All
Netflix.
right.
Yes. So
Where can we find that?
Netflix. And everybody, you can
Okay.
find our review of it on the Falling Tower YouTube channel. See if we liked it. See if we hated it. What'd you think about that show Down Under? Anyway, and there's also a nice Throwback Thursday on the Seventh Rule YouTube channel. Go check that out with Una McCormack talking about Cardassians. A lot of fun. So looking ahead, this coming Sunday at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern Time, we've got our full review of, on the Seventh Rule YouTube channel, that is, Star Trek The Next Generation Season 3, Episode 6, Booby Trap. Check that out. If you remember the episode Booby Trap, we will be reviewing that 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern Time on the Seventh Rule YouTube channel. Then at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern Time on Monday, go to the Seventh Rule YouTube channel and check out our full review of, oh, this one's great, Next Generation Ensigns of Command with writer Melinda Snodgrass, who we all know also wrote
Measure of a Man.
Thank you. The Measure of a Man. She's also the writing partner of George R.R. Martin, which is pretty cool.
Wow.
Like,
Nice.
yeah, they work together. Pretty cool.
Yo.
Then on Tuesday, everybody come right back here to the Virtual TrekCon YouTube channel at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. We're going to be live doing the main viewer, all the news of the week. The screwing around you see here, that doesn't fly on the main viewer. We are all
They're
news.
sober during that.
Yeah, we get to the bottom of things and really. And then there'll be a new Falling Tower episode right after that on Wednesday. All right, everybody. That was fun. Shar, please tell me you do some kind of podcast or something because you're so good at it.
Look, I've been doing a podcast of some sort for so long. I'm like ancient in podcasting years. So
You're the Tom
Yeah.
Brady. You have longevity.
that's what it is yeah, people don't love what I do. I've just been around for a long effing time. That's all. Speaking of which, look, I'm going to be doing virtual TrekCon stuff. And for sure, we're doing a Mission Log Prodigy panel, making a triumphant return, finally, Mission Log Prodigy with our guest, Bonnie Gordon. She's going
Hey.
to join us. So
Bonnie!
that's going to be a lot of fun. You can find me on social networks. My handle is All the Profanity, and I'm selling all the soap at boldbubbles.com. And I just released Jet Reno today.
Oh my God, it's
Ooh,
gorgeous. So
see
I like
that.
subscribe to your newsletter, of course. And that's a
Hey.
newsletter that always gets read. And oh my
Yay,
God,
thank
some of
you.
the ones that are upcoming too. I was like smiling and giggling and like, oh my God, this is brilliant. They're all so
There's a
good.
lot of cool stuff coming up. Yeah, Coffee Nebula is going to be restocked real soon. You can pre-order that right now. Hey, there it is. There it is.
So pretty.
I did
Oh my
that
God,
today.
and the top of the soap bar has little like gold deltas like on the Prodigy uniforms. So amazing.
Yeah, I saw the Neelix soap and I didn't even see the name. I was like, "Oh, that's Neelix." Like
It's
that,
Neelix.
you nailed that right
It
there.
Oh my
smells
God, that's
And
so
two
good.
hilarious.
Vicks.
2 Yeah, that one.
Oh my god!
I wish that would have turned out a little more swirly, but it's still cute. And it
Just
smells
the fact-
amazing.
I was just about to say, just the fact that it said Black Orchid, I could actually smell it as soon as I read that. I was like, ooh, that smells good. And I'm like, what am I doing?
It
There's nothing
does.
there.
Yeah. Honestly, I got the scent before I came up with the idea that should be Tuvix, but I married the two. And then, of course, Jet Reno is black licorice. I understand that's going to be a love it or hate it kind of a thing. Not everybody likes black licorice, but I'm a person who does not like to eat black licorice. It's not my thing at all, but I still like the way it smells. So take that for what it's worth.
It's sweet anise, right? That smell.
Yeah. It's not bad.
So if you
might
don't
like
like eating black licorice, but wouldn't mind smelling like it,
Yeah, you can bathe in it. You can put it in your sonic shower. You can do that.
it's a great smell. I love it.
Yeah.
I
Let's see what else.
love
I've
it.
also got Dal coming up, and let's
Troy?
see. Oh, Troy is going to come
Which
back.
looks amazing.
Ooh, is it chocolatey?
Nice.
It's mint frosting.
Ooh.
Of
Oh my
course.
God.
So
it's so
it's a combo
good.
of
Mic
peppermint and
drop.
spearmint.
Nice.
Nice.
It's a combo of peptide and spearmint. Peptide mint.
And
I'm gonna steal that.
Yeah. Steal away. What's up with you? Oh, and where can we follow you, by the way? Shark.
Oh, we're finally the profanity. Thought I already put that in there. Sorry.
You probably did. I was too busy looking at bubbles and like trying to imagine I can smell them. What about you, Katie?
Oh, well, you can find me at weather_Katie all over the internet. And you can also find me at so many random fandoms on YouTube. And hopefully in like 3 or 4 months on the nominee list for the Michigan Emmys. We'll see. That was my project for today. I submitted a bunch of content. So
Amazing.
Nice.
fingers crossed. I appreciate good vibes because I really need them.
Wow, that'd be cool. More wins.
That'd be sweet. I'm like Pokemon with Emmys. Like I gotta catch them all.
Scary. What about you,
Yes.
Dr. Anne-Marie Siegel?
I am at Anne-Marie Siegel1 on Twitter.
She's a great follow, by the way. If you guys want to know all like the news of like what the celebrities are saying, just follow her. She retweets it all and she talks to them. And they're like, hey, you're the walking exclamation point. She's like, I know, exclamation
You're that
point.
girl with no life who likes my tweets in 21
Yeah.
seconds.
Yeah.
You're like the most supportive person out there. You're just like, oh, like, comment, heck yes. It's like, everyone needs a friend like you, Anne-Marie.
Mhm.
Yeah, you are the absolute best.
Mhm.
It's true. It's all true. And everybody, you can find me on twitter.com at RyanTGHusk. Once again, that's at RyanTGHusk. But of course, probably preferably at Virtual TrekCon, Falling Tower, or the Seventh Rule, wherever you find your social medias, but especially right here on YouTube. I don't know that. I don't know if I'll ever do that again. Anyway, everybody, thanks. It was a lot of fun. May, Dave, Portia, Kathy D, One Trek Fan, Linda, KL Bliss, Joshua M. Patton, Bob
Says
D.
Anne-Marie does give a quick like.
Oh, the quickest. She's the
That's
quickest
how I-
like in the West. She's
Yeah.
like,
Get
Well,
phone
to the
holsters.
point, like Dan and Bill from Trek Geeks, they devised a game where they both tweet and see who I like first.
that's funny. It's pretty good.
That's awesome.
So, War Dog Heim, all of you, Just Rosie, Melissa H, we see all of you, Terry Rose, Glenn Iverson, Chanel, cool name, Stephanie, thank you all for hanging out with us. We will see you next time. And hey, we did it. Have a chill weekend.